Hey guys, it's KAL-EL of KAL-EL Daily, back with another video, and guess where I went? You already know. So, pack your bags, let's take flight, and let's go into the next episode. We have Richie Rich. Now obviously this is the sequel. Looks more like a Christmas one, as you can see. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the original. The original some people hold in high regard. I always thought it was pretty good. I mean, who wasn't a fan of Macaulay Culkin? But this one here, I mean, what can I say? It's Richie Rich. I gotta see what it's about. May not be that good, but I'm sure it's not going to be worse than what it cost, should I say. I don't know. Have you seen this, Richie Rich? Have you seen this sequel? Let me know in the comments. Next, we have Daphne and Velma. Now, I remember when this one came out, I wanted to see it for some reason. I actually remember a few years ago, they were talking about this one, and it had some big buzz around it, like it was supposed to be a theatrical release. Didn't hear too much more about it, and so it ended up being a straight to DVD release, or straight to physical media release, because I'm sure it's probably on Blu-ray as well. I definitely want to see this for some reason. I've never seen the Scooby-Doo live action movies, so it made me wanting to see this made me actually want to see those. But who isn't a fan of Scooby-Doo cartoons? Yeah, I definitely got to check this out. Have you guys seen this one? Let me know what you think. Next, we have Ghost Hunter. Now this one here looks intriguing. It looks more like a ghost mystery type movie, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it can go a couple different ways. Either way, I look forward to watching it, so for $1, yeah, we gotta watch that one. Next, we have a movie called Clay. And actually, this movie intrigues me because I have an uncle named Clay. So me seeing this just, of course, it hits, it hits that, like, oh, I gotta see what this is about. So it looks more like a horror type movie. Actually, I think it's a foreign, it's BBC. So I don't know, some of their stuff is actually really surprisingly good. A lot of his stuff is good, but there's some stuff that's just like really stand out, and hopefully this is one of them. But I mean, look at that cover art. You gotta say it's intriguing. Next, we have Chips. Obviously a remake, and for you that don't know, it's a comedy. You got Dax Shepard and you got Michael Pena in it. I think that's how you say it. I know Dax Shepard in name, but don't know if I've seen too much with him in it. I'm sure I've seen something. I heard this movie was surprisingly okay. To be honest with you, it didn't look that great in trailers, but I just figure I'd give it a chance. Who knows? Maybe I'll like it. Curious to know what you guys thought. Next, Batman Forever. Now this one here was very decisive for me as a kid. When I watched this, I didn't care for it. Even as a kid, I mean, it was cool, it was fun, but I was so wrapped up into the Tim Burton Returns in '89 with the Joker, and then Batman Returns comes out. It just felt like, why do we need Robin? And so it was just like, Two-Face was cool, everybody loved it, the Riddler, and over time I've heard people be critical of Two-Face, saying that he's just a Joker ripoff in this movie. And when I rewatched it over the years, that is kind of valid. You can see the inspiration to that character for that character. So I will say, from not liking this movie, didn't like Val Kilmer's portrayal of Batman at all when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I actually appreciate this movie, and this movie is really not that bad. Now, what came after it almost killed the franchise, or just the whole genre, should I say. That's how bad Batman and Robin was. But Batman Forever, in hindsight now, is not a bad film. Jim Carrey, he takes the tone to a different place. Some might say they're almost in two different movies, but it's still a good mixed match. There's some classic lines in there, like, your interest is good, his was better. For those that know the movie, Tommy Lee Jones just got some great lines in the movie, and it is a pretty decent movie. It's a good Batman film, and I never thought I'd say that. So the older I get, the more I watch this, I appreciate it. And some nostalgia now plays into it, because I know you guys probably remember the marketing. Remember the cups at McDonald's for this movie? It's just all the marketing and promo for it. Yeah, Batman Forever, I mean, at this price, this is a steal. You gotta have this. You know, you should have this on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever, Laserdisc, everything, VHS. So it's it's Batman. So what can I say? I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there's probably a couple of you, I don't know if there's many, but a couple of you that may not never seen it. I still recommend it. Who knows? You might appreciate it more than a lot of us did when it came out, or still do. But actually, in years to come, I've seen it has quite a fan base for this film online. So Val Kilmer did all right. I feel bad for feeling that he didn't do the role that great. Tell me what you think of Batman Forever. Next, Stalled. Now this cover art is everything. It's just, it makes you want to see what this is about. Like, really? This is like a Shaun of the Dead, which I've never seen, but I know it's a zombie or comedy. So I just figured this is in the same vein, but I hear it's garbage. And I hate to say that because I'm not that harsh on movies, but I hear that this movie takes place in one room, and it just made me, all the bad reviews on it just made me not want to see it. But maybe I'll give it away, but whatever. I usually don't let people steer me on watching a movie or a review or how I feel, but I just lost interest because when people describing it, knowing how I am, I think, is that what the movie is? Nah, I really don't care to see it now. I'm sure I'll watch it one day. Next, we have The Resurrection of the Champ. So it's all about the cast. You got the legend Samuel Jackson, Josh Hartnett. Let's see how that chemistry plays off. Is it a fighting movie? I don't know. I would assume with the word champ in it, but I didn't read the synopsis because I kind of wanted to be surprised on this one. I've told you in previous videos, I don't always read the synopsis. I just go off the cover or the actor, so I can have, I can go in with no expectations. I can go in not knowing things. Believe it or not, a synopsis was like, how you see the trailers now that tells you everything? There are synopses that can tell you everything, or there used to be synopsis that could tell you everything about a movie. So sometimes I try to be pleasantly surprised. I hope I am. Great cast, right? And that is about it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares, all you people that's been still supporting and rocking with me. That is always greatly appreciated. I can't say it enough. Time is something that you don't get back, and for you to share it with somebody is, I think that's undervalued. I think people forget that you can't get time. The likes and the shares, that's great, but the time too is just, how can you replace time? So like I said, I appreciate that. You know the deal, you know the drill. God bless. Have a wonderful day.